The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Well, they're number one enough times for me. They're a great football team. They showed that last year at the end of the season run. Predominantly, they have everybody back. Plus, they brought in some great transfers from, the FBS programs. So they've got the talent, they've got the people. They are a premier Division II football program.
How nice is it to get to play this level of competition right out the gate?
Oh, I think it's great for our kids. That started back in January when we got together with those guys and made the contract, and I think it's been a great motivator in the weight room. It's been a great motivator in the off season, the spring practice, the summer workouts, and the fall camp. You know who you're going to play and what they are, and you know it's going to take your best effort. It's going to take your best focus, and it's got to be a united front. That's what it's got to be.
Terrifying amount of depth offensively when you've got a kid who took him to a national championship and Mike Boudry starting at quarterback, and he's backed up by former Georgia and Mizzou quarterbacks. That's pretty stout. What sticks out to you about Boudry and what he does as a signal caller?
Well, he's a winner. He makes plays. That's what you look for in a quarterback. He can make plays with his arm, but he can make plays with his feet as well. So he's a complete guy. Obviously, what he's taken them to and what he's brought them from, and I would think it would be hard for somebody else to take his place. But as far as being backups, I don't think anybody could be as solid as they are at that position.
You get Antonio Wimbush back after his injury last year. What kind of dynamic does he bring to the offense?
Well, he brings a confidence level. Okay, he makes other people around that huddle better because of who he is and what he has done and what he's very, very capable of doing. So he's a difference maker for us. There's no doubt about it.
Derek Evans obviously had a phenomenal year last year. What's he need to do for his junior season to take his game up to the
Sure. Well, he's just got to keep working on leadership. Okay, he's a very dynamic player because of the type of kid he is. I don't think he'll ever have any anxiety problems in his life. All right, you know what I mean? He's a fun-loving kid, and he's the kind of kid you want to be around you. I think those kids look in his eyes and know he can make plays and will make plays for them. So he just needs to continue to grow and mature and keep coming along as a quarterback. He is a special player.
So you go on the road this week, next week to start the year, whereas the last, decade or so, you guys have pretty much started the year here. What kind of changes do you have to make to how you prepare your team for this road trip?
Well, I think that's what you got to be careful of, Michael. I think you prepare them the same way, whether you're playing at home or whether you're playing on the road. You don't make more about who you're playing, you make more about of what you are. I've told our kids many times, the only one I fear is us, okay? And so make sure that we got the focus, we're united in what we're doing, our efforts, that they maintain what it is to have a great work ethic, in which they've shown that. So that's what we're trying to build.
Playing in a baseball stadium, does that impact anything once the lights come on Thursday night?
I don't think so. I think the only thing it does is get your uniforms a little more dirty. But we've got a plan for that one too. So we can take care of that. But no, I don't think so. I think it's opening game of the season. And for anybody in America, today's the first day of class here at Carson-Newman. And we told our kids this morning in a 7 o'clock meeting that, hey, right now everybody in America is undefeated. And right now everybody in America's got a 4.0. So you got to fight to defend both of them. So we're excited about playing in that venue. I've only saw pictures of it and video of it, but I think opening game, our kids are going to be excited to play.
Every team's obviously finally excited to play against another team. Where's your team's mindset going into game number one?
Oh, they're definitely ready to go play somebody else. Yeah, that's the camp part of it. That's the part you have to be careful the way you have to practice now. The main thing we told our kids from day one is that, hey, we want them to be the strongest team, the best conditioned team, and the healthiest team. And we're pretty close to being pretty much a healthy football team.
You talk about that. What's it say about those efforts, not just as a football staff, but as a training staff, as a strength staff, it doesn't feel like you got hit by the injury bug at all this camp.
Well, when we owe it all to the strength and conditioning folks, to the training room, because those people have worked those kids and trained them. You know what it means to take care of your body. How do you do that? And that's not only in the weight room, that's also in the training room. And our kids are very fortunate to have the two staffs we've got here with Johnny Long and Mike Van Bruggen.
You look at West Florida defensively, they caused a lot of chaos, 10th in the country in sacks, top 10 in the country in turnovers forced. How do they do that as a defense?
Well, they've got such great team speed on defense, and they fly to the football. There's never a play you watch on video where there's 3 over here and 8 over here. There's 11. If they're not there, they're on their way to get there, and that's their secret to creating turnovers is their team speed. But they have lived off of that. They've set up the offensive people in great position. They haven't put them in bad shape field position wise, and there's something about that short field that makes it a lot better for an offensive team.
You look at their wide receivers through a mix of injuries and ineligibilities. They've got the leader from the Gulf South in receiving yards from 2 years ago. He's back after being ineligible. They've got last year's number 2. What sticks out to you about their receiving core as a whole? Well,
it goes back to the quarterback, how fast he gets on the ball. Okay, they're like anybody that's an offensive staff. They want to get you to 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 5. Well, you're a great play caller on 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 5. You can do both. So they're going to see what you are. They're going to take what you're giving them, and they're going to be very patient with that. And like I said before, if it's not there between the quarterback and the receiver, you'll pull that thing down and go with it.
Pete Shinnick, not necessarily an unfamiliar face. Faced him 4 times when he was at UNC Pembroke back in the late aughts, early 2010. So what sticks out to you about him as a head coach?
Well, Pete's always been a great football coach as far as getting talent around him. And he did that at Pembroke in the years that they went to the playoffs. He's done that at West Florida. Gosh, he has an array of great talent around him, and that university has made it that way. They have built facilities and made it special to be an athlete there at West Florida. So they have a program that's up and coming, and I don't know if it's up and coming, it's there.
Who's somebody that a Carson-Newman fan might not know about that you're hoping for big things from here in week 1?
Well, we brought in a couple receivers that are going to be difference makers, we think, as the season progresses. Romaine Kelly from South Carolina. Ed Aldred is a transfer from a JUCO. He's from Florida. So those 2 guys, and we've got some freshman running backs that have really made a move to get themselves playing time, and that would be Toot Johnson and our man Dendy from Lawrence, South Carolina. He has done a great job, and he's got a great name. He's got Hallelujah. So every time he does something great, I holler hallelujah. When he makes a mistake, we still holler hallelujah. So both of those kids have proven to make a difference. I think on our defense, we have continued to grow solid in what they're doing right there. Zach Fuller is a freshman linebacker that's coming in. That's going to be a great player for us. Okay, he's going to be a great player. So. It's seen the last year, this year, that hopefully we're filling in some spaces and we're getting some people in there that we can look back in 2 or 3 years from now and say, yeah, that's pretty good class. Okay, they're coming along.
You've got 23 kids from Florida on the roster, 3rd largest state population on your team. What's it mean to give them a chance to play in their home state?
Oh, I think it's great to be able to do that, and their families are so excited, and it's tremendous for our kids to go to Florida. It's tremendous for us to go to Florida and play as far as recruiting goes. That's very, very important. It's great publicity for this university overall. The thing you worry about is making sure we play within ourselves. All right, and there are going to be a lot of families and a lot of friends down there for those guys, and they just got to make sure they keep their focus, and then after that game, they can enjoy their family.
Along the same lines, Division II Showcase game of the week, along with Texas A&M Kingsville and Texas A&M Commerce. What's that mean that you are on the national spotlight in week one?
Well, I think it's a great compliment to our program. It's a great compliment to our kids for how hard they've worked to put themselves in that position. And, you know, we've got to prove ourselves worthy of continuing to get that kind of exposure to be able to consider to be one of the better teams in Division II. And that's where we want this program to be. That's where it should be all the time.
Just a couple days until you get to this week one game. For you, what has been the biggest difference in year two, week one as head coach in comparison to year one, week one?
Well, I don't know, my man. They're all a blur. All right, I think we've been more settled as a staff and what our expectations are. It's definitely been much more smoother with the kind of kids that we've got now that are returning kids. Those number of those guys. They know what to expect. We know what to expect. It's a blend of, you know, finally having some maturity on your football team, having the same people coach them. I think that's very, very important.